We have Montez Johnson here for one of our interviews. He is currently running for the examining board position, which is a board of three people um, who test the journeyman who comes in, who has the hand bending and wiring up test is what I call it. So the first question for Montez is, what's your full name, bro?
Montez Johnson.
Yes, sir. And how many years have you been in the local?
This will be the start of my 9th year here. So since 2016.
Sounds good. Now, what are you most proud of achieving since joining the union?
I would say one of my proudest moments would be being asked to teach over at the JATC. Anyone who knows me know a little bit about my background. I went to college to be a teacher. Things didn't necessarily work out, and it was something that I thought that I lost the opportunity to do, but I was able to pick up that opportunity here at the JATC, instructing our apprentices as they become journeymen. It's like a full circle life moment for me. You know, it was something that I thought I messed up on the opportunity for, but then the union granted me another opportunity at being a teacher. So that's probably the one thing that I'm most proud of.
Absolutely, bro, man. And it's funny, man, because a lot of us find our purpose within this union, man. If you put your hands to the plow, you're going to end up seeking your purpose out in here. Definitely. I have that story too as well. Maybe one day I get to tell it. Next question, Taz, is what are you most proud of in achieving in your role in the examining board since you became a part of the examining board?
So I haven't been on the examining board too long, maybe 3 months so far. But within those 3 months, I would say my proudest moment would be, it would have to be just last week when our 5th year apprentices took that journeyman test. It was topping out as journeyman. I was able to give them that journeyman ticket and congratulate them on finishing the apprenticeship. So that was really surreal for me. Just being that I went through the same program, the same 5-year program, and I know how it feels to finally be done and get that journeyman ticket. That really was a good, proud moment for me to see those guys graduate. And I was actually a 5th year instructor last year, so most of those guys I knew on a personal level, like to the point where we had nicknames for each other. So it was like a proud dad moment seeing those guys get that journeyman ticket.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man. That's a great answer, because a lot of time when you can see something come to full circle, that is a blessing, being able to see that, man. So next question is, what is the most challenging thing you had to deal with in your role as an examining board member?
Like I said before, I've only been in a role for about 3 months now. So I'm sure more challenges are coming on the way. I haven't faced too many challenges. The one thing I could say that was a little challenging is just when guys come in and they may underperform on the written or the hands-on tests. It's kind of hard telling the guy, you know, he's not ready yet, he needs some more training, but it's all part of the process. We all had to do it. We all had to go to school. We all had to make sure we trained up to be able to perform the work that we need to out on the job site. So sometimes that's a little challenging, but it's a challenge that is a good challenge. It's something that I'm willing to work through.
Absolutely, man. And that's actually what somebody would want to hear. So that leads me right into my next question, bro. But next question and last question. Why should someone vote for Montez Johnson being the gatekeeper as allowing, or as pretty much signing off who gets in the local, kind of, sort of, and who don't get in?
So I'm not trying to like toot my own horn, but I run work for the contractor that I work for. I'm an instructor at the JTC, and I went through the 5-year program that we offer here. So I just feel like my experiences and my qualifications equal up to somebody who should be approving or disapproving people to come into our union. As far as the work aspect, I'm running work, so I know what foremen and contractors are looking for skill-wise from the people we bring in. On the knowledge side, I'm at the JTC, so I know what we are looking for people to, the type of knowledge we're looking for people to have as they enter our union. And I went through the 5-year program, so I know I know what it's like to be a first year, second year, all the way up to fifth year. I know the whole process. So I just felt like those three things combined right there give me a pretty good vantage point on who should be let in, who should be tested to let in, who should receive more schooling.
Absolutely, bro. And that concludes the interview. Taz, we want to thank you, man, for definitely doing this, taking the time after a hard day at work. And we look forward to seeing you Saturday at the elections, bro.
I appreciate it. I would like to just encourage every member to come out and vote. We only get to come out and vote every 3 years, so make sure your voice is heard. People like to say their voice is not heard, but this is the first step in getting your voice heard, is showing up to the vote and casting your ballot as you should as a union member.
Absolutely.